They'll tell you the most dangerous thing a man can do to a woman is cheat on her. Wrong, they'll say it's leaving her for someone else. Wrong again. The truth, the most dangerous thing a man can ever do to a woman is nothing. Not arguing, not explaining, not begging, nothing, because nothing is louder than silence. Nothing forces her to face her own thoughts, and no matter how strong she thinks she is, silence is the one thing she can't control, twist, or forget. See, this isn't about revenge. This isn't about punishing her. This is about masculine power. The man who controls himself, his emotions, his attention. His energy is the most dangerous kind of man alive. Why? Because he isn't reactive. He isn't on a leash. He doesn't need validation, and that makes him untouchable. Women can resist charm. They can resist gifts. They can even resist a man's love, but what they cannot resist is a man who refuses to be predictable. Man who refuses to be moved like a puppet when she expects you to chase and you don't. She feels it when she tests you and you stand calm. She notices it when she withholds her affection and you still smile like nothing's missing. That's when you become unforgettable. Attention is a man's greatest currency. The moment you hand it out for free, you lose all leverage, but when you guard it, when you give it with intention, it becomes the most powerful weapon you own. Silence isn't emptiness, it's strategy, because in that silence, her imagination does all the work for you. She fills in the blanks, and her mind will always create a story bigger than the reality. That's what keeps her hooked. So, how do you master this one controlled silence? Not ghosting, not petty games. Just self-control. You don't chase, you don't send the "did I do something wrong" texts. You let her sit with her own thoughts while you stay grounded. 2. Purpose over her. Every moment you're not giving to her, you're building something greater, your mission, your body, your business, your future. A man's life is his leverage. The more fulfilled you are, the more dangerous your absence becomes. 3. Boundaries with patience. You're not pushing her away, you're simply not bending. She will respect you more when she realizes she doesn't control the rhythm of your emotions. This isn't passive. This isn't weak. These are deliberate acts of masculine dominance. Understand this. A woman can survive heartbreak. She can cry, heal, and move on. But what she can't survive is losing the ability to move you, losing the control she thought she had. That's the wound that never closes, because deep down, every woman knows a man she can't control is a man she can't forget. The most dangerous thing you can do to a woman is nothing, because nothing says "my world spins with or without you." Be that man. Stay calm, stay masculine, stay dangerous, and understand something deeper. Masculine silence isn't coldness. It's presence without need. It's the strength of a man who has mastered himself so deeply that no one can shake his foundation. When you operate from peace, you radiate power. When you speak less, your words weigh more. When you act from purpose instead of emotion, you command respect without asking for it. Every time you choose peace over reaction, you teach the world how to treat you. Every time you stay focused instead of chasing approval, you build a magnetic energy that cannot be ignored. The world respects the man who respects his own attention. Silence is not a weapon of cruelty. It's a mirror of value. It shows who is willing to reach out, who is willing to match your effort, who truly understands your worth in your stillness. You don't disappear, you expand. Your absence becomes a lesson. Your peace becomes a statement. Your control becomes legend. Because a man who doesn't need to prove his power already owns it. A man who can walk away calmly is a man who truly leads himself. And the man who leads himself becomes the one every woman remembers, not because he shouted, not because he chased, but because he remained still when others fell apart. So be that man, the one who chooses silence over noise, purpose over validation, control over reaction. Be unshakable. Be focused, be rare, because rarity is the new danger. The most dangerous thing you can do to a woman is nothing, because nothing is the sound of power. the echo of control, and the rhythm of a man who knows exactly who he is.